Let's see.
Welcome everybody to Unhealthy and Unstable, episode 27. It won't be a man down today, but I think we'll manage just fine.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, Trayvon, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. This should be. I mean, it was a lot of information we found out last couple of days, so we got quite a bit to talk about.
There really is. There's plenty to talk about. Probably not as much as last week, but there's between all the new shows to talk about, and even though to me it was light in terms of like big news, there was still just enough to talk about.
Yes.
All right, so let's get to it. What do you got first, Trayvon?
You want to go straight to the Penguin?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, that was a crazy.
That was a good episode, though. Yeah,
it was.
Episode 5, was it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, good episode. Oscott, look at the yellow dress. Yeah.
What a scene that was.
What a scene it was. What a crazy, crazy fucking episode. Now the episode was primarily through the eyes of Sophia. So we kind of got her backstory this episode. We saw her like very innocent version of her. And then the whole thing with her dad and seeing her in Arkham and running into a surprise little guest in Magpie. Who saw that coming? Spoilers, I'm sorry if anyone hasn't watched. That was big for me because people that know Magpie from like either the comic books or anyone that watched Beware the Batman. She was one of the villains in that. But that was a cool little I guess it was more than a cameo because she spoke more than once. That was a cool little addition to that episode. And her first kill, I believe, right? That was her first kill. Spoilers.
Well, in Arkham, yeah.
Yeah, her first kill. That was her official first kill. After she got tired of telling people I didn't do it. She's like, "Fuck, bitch! I told you I was innocent." And she showed that by killing a bitch. But it is what it is. They were torturing her at that point, So
they set her up for that.
Yeah, I think you find out in this that she's not. She took the fall for. It looks like her father's doing, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So really that he was the Heyman and not she. At least that's what it seems like. And he basically turned it on her and sent her to Arkham. And they, if anything, they made her crazy because she was just fine. Yeah. All the shock torture, and then she just started seeing shit, and the walls started everything started changing, and she started like self-mutilating herself, thinking that she's the one being choked. You find out that she found her mother die, hanging.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was insane. And she thought it was, as she was told it was suicide, but do the math. Looks like, and look, this guy likes to choke people. We saw it in the Batman with Selena. So that was apparently Roman's thing. The Roman. Falcone. Yeah, I mean, what did you, I know you enjoyed it, but like, what do you think about it?
I felt really bad for her, honestly. Like as we start the episode, I was like, man, she seems like pretty well rounded and trying to help, and seems like the one that actually gets stuff done when asked. Very innocent. And then she found to be like that and have found your mom like that long ago as a child is impressive, I would say.
Right.
And then for her to once the idea gets put in her head that I think your dad is doing this, it's hard for her to shake that. And I understood that. Like I was like, at so many points I was like, oh my God, shh, don't say that. Just act normal. But she couldn't. She couldn't hold it in. Eventually she was like, were you doing it? And he was like, oh, you're crazy, basically. So that seems to be his go-to, where when someone says something like or figures him out, he'll just start telling them, hey, you're crazy. You need to go to Arkham. It's really wild, and you could see the power he had to do that to her. Like, just put her in there and frame her, and Like that was wild. Like even with
They
the
keep her in there, you know.
yeah,
they kept her because they kept saying that she's crazy. He was buying off the doctors and the judges to keep her in there.
even with the report, what was it? The journalist she was meeting.
Yeah, Summer.
Even her too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that's messed up. And then like what Oz did, like he didn't like. I thought it was more of like he framed her, but it wasn't that. He was just trying to be stuck up to Falcone.
Yeah, that's
Like,
basically.
hey, I thought we should talk to a journalist. You know, basically a snitch a little bit.
He was a little. He's stool pigeon.
Yeah, so that was more of like he didn't necessarily like frame her for it. He just told her that she talked to a journalist. So
yeah.
you know, but that still is messed up because he did get moved in the ranks from that.
He did. I mean, because he looked out for them and they did him a favor, and he basically took her spot more or less. You know.
Yeah.
Even though she was very nice, she was good to him for the most part. Unlike everyone else, obviously. Alberto and all them, they were kind of assholes. But like everyone's an asshole to him. I think that's what he did.
She was good to him until he started overstepping. She was just like, "You're
like
my driver."
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. And she's still doing that to him now.
Yeah, exactly.
My driver.
The shades, yeah. Put him in that place, but true.
But you can tell she's still not like completely evil. Like she brought the little girl outside. So she wouldn't die.
Yeah, she probably reminded her. She reminded
herself.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
She don't want her to find her parents.
Absolutely. You know, which I don't blame her. Like you don't want that kid to see it, but she's like, everyone's gonna fucking die.
Right. Yeah. It was weird. The only thing I didn't understand was why. What's his name? I forgot. The one that was messing with the boss's wife.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name right now, but
Biddy.
Okay, but yeah, Vidi. So he was still alive though. I didn't understand that. I was like, that like tight shut or something, like where it couldn't seep in. I was like, why did you the only one that didn't die? Why was he still alive?
She kept him alive. I don't know why though. I don't know. She kept him alive.
That was interesting.
I do want to know why.
Everybody else was gone.
Yeah. So, she for some reason she got it to not go. I guess she covered the bottom or whatever to keep him alive, but why I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Maybe the window was open or something, maybe in his room.
Maybe. I think I think it was on purpose because she knew because So I don't know what she did exactly. I wasn't paying attention.
It's interesting though, because even with him, like now she doesn't have the leverage anymore. If she killed the boss, so it's like the wife and all of them are gone. So it's like you don't really have a leverage over him now. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what help will she have. That's a very good question. Like aside now, Vidi don't really want to help. You just killed everybody,
right?
Like why would I don't know. That's very.
She did leave the window open, DJV. Okay,
is that what it was?
Yeah, he said she left the window open. I thought so. I was like something because something had to keep him alive.
Yeah, because I'm like I don't know exactly. I didn't really see when it was happening. But crazy episode. I mean, it was very well acted, very well directed.
Yes.
Arkham is a frightening place.
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't expect the shock therapy. I was like, oh my god.
I know.
Do all that.
I'm like, damn. Exactly. But they turned her into the monster she's become. She wasn't that person. It's wild. It's fucking wild. So I mean, there's obviously more to tell. And
oh yeah.
The fact that this has been we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for episode 6. So. Woo! This show's going by too fast, if anything.
Yes, very good.
Oh my god! All right, so let's move on. Though that was a great show so far.
It was.
Let's move on to what do you got?
Agatha?
Yeah, let's do Agatha. Woo!
I was very happy that we got this.
I did. I smiled so hard when it happened.
But we knew. I mean, we were saying last week we were saying basically we're not gonna get a continuation of exactly where we left off last week. Right. They're gonna do a flashback now.
It was all flashback to the last 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, because I was wondering because they kept showing that clip. I was like, "Is that from this week?"
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, because I already saw that whole scene basically.
Right.
The clip that they put out.
Yeah, but because that most of that clip was at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny. But yeah, now this was this is their version of the flashback episode. So I like Penguin did theirs, now Agatha did theirs with Billy. Same. It's pretty funny. So you get the flashback, you get Billy or the teen, because we're just finding out now. that William Kaplan and Billy Maximoff, and they explain the whole connection between the two. And that, as soon as it happened, and he's doing his bar mitzvah and all that extra, I'm like, I clapped, I smiled. I'm like, they did it. They fucking did it. He's still Jewish, and at least the characters. And he's going by William Kaplan. It's just funny that William and Billy are technically the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So it's just funny how they've treated like it's different, but it's no coincidence.
I don't understand why Billy is short for William always, but whatever. Normal word. That's how it works. So I don't.
It is. There's a lot of weird ones.
Why is it not Willie?
Yeah, it is. It is also Willie.
That's true. That is true.
But a lot of people also say Bill because it's not Billiam. There's no Bill or Bill. Right. I mean, it is Bill. It's either Bill, but Bill is short for Will or William.
Yeah.
Or not short, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I forget.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But yes, so in this case, is William. I lost it. I just said it. Kaplan. There you go. William Kaplan. And they show his parents and the whole thing. And it's funny how he's run into every one of those witches at one point. That showed that, And the reason they don't remember is because of the
sigil.
The sigil that when he runs into Lilia at first.
And that's why she doesn't remember him, because she did it.
Right. She did it, exactly. And we read and remember Agatha saying that even the witch that did it won't remember that they did it.
Yeah.
Funny. And
very interesting concept.
It is, and the fact that it actually worked out just like that. So she read his poem and like his life splinters or whatever the fuck, and she's like, I don't know why she did it.
She your life is split in. She said your life is split into. I don't know. It's like something. Her divination, I guess, magic takes over her. She does stuff like she wrote that list out for Agatha at that time.
Right.
She did this, but I would like to know what informs those things. Like why do that? Why do the sigil? Why?
There's more to her than meets eye, because this she's been saying some weird shit throughout the last couple episodes too, and you're like, where's this all coming from?
I've been seeing a lot of people like start putting the stuff together. That she's saying, like she said one, she was like, she said something about try to save Agatha. She said one part.
Yeah.
She said something else where it's like don't try to save her. It was like basically a message for Alice. To tell her basically don't save Agatha, your power gets sucked away, basically.
Oh, try to save, like protect her.
There was two broken up statements that she made, and you put them together. It said something about something Alice, don't try to save Agatha, something like that. So it was like
save Agatha was one of them.
Yeah.
And the other one I don't remember. I do remember saying
Alice don't. It was Alice don't.
Yeah, Alice don't save Agatha. That's insane.
Yeah.
But like, what's like? It just they don't explain. They haven't yet. We'll see if they do. They haven't explained what like the different things that come at her at different times. And so she's the one that gives it the sigil to him. So he runs into her. He runs into what's her name? He watches what's her name's show. Jennifer.
Right.
On YouTube, as you saw when he opens his laptop and he's like, and his boyfriend looks at him.
You remember he's the one that like went after her in the thing because they were about to lose her in the shop. He was like, I remember your problem or whatever. I was like, oh, so he knows her already.
Yeah. So he's a fan. Yeah. He was a fan of her product or whatever. And he ran into Alice, is the one that one of the cops that showed up in the scene, which she was a cop.
She's still a cop. Yeah.
Right. So that's pretty cool that he kind of ran into, and even Mrs. Hart, the one that stopped him after he got broke into the house.
And she didn't run him over. He kind of
right. That was Agatha's Agatha's head.
Interesting. Like
that whole thing, we got to see that whole thing through his eyes instead of Agatha's, and it played out almost
literally in her house. So
it's so funny. And she's losing it, and if you're watching it from his perspective, like what the fuck?
She looks crazy.
She's got like the hose, holster thing.
Yeah, it's wild.
That was funny. But when the accident happened, he technically died.
Heartbeat stopped.
The heartbeat stopped when he died, and then it was happening as the events in Westview were ending because it was shrinking, so it was over. And this looks like the boy's souls went into an open body. That open body ended up being William Kaplan. So Billy Maximoff. Now, 3 years later, he's already come to terms with the fact that he's in a different body.
Yeah.
But he still looks at himself as, I'm William, but I'm
He's been playing along.
Right, he's playing along.
He said it in the car. He was like, I don't remember anything from the crash before the crash.
Right,
So he does not remember them at all. He's he's been playing along all this time.
Right.
Which is crazy. 3 years playing along is wild.
Yeah. He's been living in someone else's body this whole time.
Yeah.
Which is, like you said, it's fucking insane. And he remembers the events of the whatever the fuck. Westview.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And then like his first.
Well, actually, no. Actually, he didn't remember. He didn't remember that either.
No.
Remember because he had to talk to Ralph, and Ralph had to tell him about all that about his brother and everything.
Oh, true. That's true.
So he didn't remember anything.
Yeah. That's true. You know why? Because the first thing out of his mouth was Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like the one thing that he did remember. Like that was the last thing he said. That's the first thing he said when he.
That must be the last thing he saw was his brother Tommy disappearing.
Probably.
Tommy disappeared first.
Maybe. I don't remember because I don't remember how. I remember them just. I don't remember exactly when they disappeared.
They didn't show us. They didn't show them when they disappeared. They just showed them leaving them in the room. And it was like, right. Thanks for being your mom. And that was it. That's all we saw of them.
And that was the last we saw of them?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so there you go. So that's the last thing. So that's probably the last thing he saw was Tommy.
His brother disappearing.
So when he wakes up, he's like, oh, shit, where the fuck am I? And like we were just saying, 3 years. It skips to 3 years later. He's living with it, to please them. Right. I'm William. But really, he realizes I'm not William. I'm Billy.
Right.
And he put the pieces together. So the last couple of years, he's been putting the pieces together and all this extra shit. That was cool too, seeing all the notes and all like the witchy shit he started gathering and all the research he did looking up Agatha. Finding out that she's alive, and then of course we get back to the return of Ralph Boner. I fucking knew it was him, bro. I knew as soon as he said this guy wants to meet in the parking lot. He's got this. I was like, it has to be Ralph, right?
The boner, what was it? Bonerific, whatever. That didn't jog like it didn't.
No,
because I hate that character so much, so I try to like ignore it. So that didn't even register me till afterwards. I was like,
bonerific. I was like, yes, it is. And then it turns around and it's him. So yeah, if anything, they doubled down that he's Ralph.
They did. They did.
So he's definitely he's out there. Obviously, he got the brunt of Agatha's bullshit. Yeah. Because he was basically her pet, like you said.
Right.
And she mentioned him a lot, like Ralph. Remember?
She did.
There was a lot of Ralph.
She did.
Which is funny. But I mean, shit.
Yeah, God.
And then we got a little bit of his relationship now with his boyfriend Eddie.
Yes.
Billy and Eddie. Yes. That was cute. That was a cute little thing. It was. The whole he could read minds thing. Like I think we already knew that from when he was a kid.
But he can only read it in high emotional situations.
So obviously that moment was super intense.
Yeah.
Between the two, that was their first kiss. No, maybe not their first kiss, but
no, the I love you was kind
of. It's the first I love you. And then he read it. He's like, oh, I want to say it first. That was pretty cute. That was fun. Yeah. A nice little interaction between the two of them. And very cool character. I enjoy Eddie. So. Where do we go from there?
I think for me that kind of helped with them telling us that it only happens at high intensity situations. Because as soon as we got confirmed that he was Billy, I was like, has he been reading their minds the whole time?
Right.
But apparently no. So he only do it maybe like when they're like last seconds.
Well, I remember at the end of the last episode when the crown showed up, that was super high intensity. His emotions were high then.
I could read her crazy ass thoughts at that point.
Yeah, at that point, like,
yeah,
I was like, okay, all right, but yeah, that was dope. So the mention comes back to where we were last week.
Yes,
and they're arguing between the two of them.
Somehow she climbs out of the mud, and they don't. Yeah. The other two.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
Guilty. Yeah. She does pull herself out, and they don't for some reason, which it's weird. I'm like, he's not even.
None of them have power, so it's like, why didn't they come out too?
But okay. Why they do? I mean.
They made it sound like they were dead. Remember how they were talking about them? They were like,
yeah. Are they dead? That's the thing. I'm like, are they going to?
There was a preview. They're alive. There's a preview. They're alive in the preview. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're in something under it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Because I know he felt guilty for doing it after the fact. He's like, so even them and all that. Like nobody got everyone at the time. Everybody was dead there. Like,
right.
You're fucking all terrible.
Right. Yeah. They were kind of going with it. They were like. Of course, it's what she was about. Death comes for us all. Remember how they just walked by and just kind of like they kind of Alice Cone,
right?
Like,
he was the only one that was reacting. Like, oh, come on, guys. So yeah, so he took that personal, really personal. And so there was more back and forth between the two of them, and that she now realized that it was Billy a while ago, or she had an idea that it was until, like, of course, when she definitely pushed his buttons. That's why.
Oh yeah.
That's why
she wanted to blast. She wanted him to blast her. She knew. Yeah. She knew what she was trying to do.
Yep. And obviously, it didn't work out exactly as she planned it. But yeah, the evil Agatha came out this last couple episodes. So yeah, this is very entertaining. Longer than last week for sure, which I like.
Yes. I was like, 46 minutes. Let's go. I thought I was like, yeah.
I was like, yes, because last week was so short. It was crazy. But I can't wait. I mean, this was 6?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to 7.
And then we got 2 more on the same night, 8 and 9. So I'm excited for that.
I'm very excited for this next one. I'm not even sure what the next episode is going to be about. So apparently there's more surprises to come. So I'm like, oh shit. So remember, we got this one out of the way. Billy's thing. I can't wait to see. If we ever get to Tommy, probably not this season, but we know it's coming. That's really what he's been looking for, is Tommy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So all right. So I like we figured that part out. Some questions were answered, others.
I'm curious if he'll find Tommy, because Tommy's powers was a speedster. Yours is magic and stuff. So yours is more like Wanda's power. So it's like, maybe you can do that, but I don't know if your brother can. Like your soul coming out, going into another body. Maybe that's a magic thing.
I don't know, because again, in the comic books, it happened to both of them.
Okay.
Now the thing is, Billy had to find Tommy, just like
okay.
So like, because he doesn't have magic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a little different. So it's like, and I think he has. I forget exactly. I think he's like I think it's a single family or something happened to one of the parents. I forget exactly what Tommy. But he's also in Jersey, so I'm not sure where in Jersey. But I just know he was also in Jersey at one point. So I think it was Springfield or some bullshit. Anyway, we'll get this because his last name is Shepard. So we'll see. I'll be paying attention. See if we ever run into Tommy Shepard in the future. But as of right now, this is where we're at. Agatha was another very good episode so far. This Agatha's been a great series.
Yes.
No complaints here, at least. And we move on.
Let's move on. Let me say a little bit about this episode. So I've been watching a lot of. Yeah, you're fine. I've been watching a lot of like reactions and people just like piecing stuff together, like new rock stars and stuff like that. And then I think Juwan had sent me a TikTok of someone that put 2 statements that Agatha made together, and it really made me think. So you remember the episode after Mrs. Hart is dead?
Okay.
She looks down at the body. She's like, "I didn't know you had it in you." And I was like, I didn't. When you hear her say that, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, okay, what does that mean? And then later, you remember in the episode before this in 5, when she was looking at him and he was like, "You killing people for your agenda," and he was like, "No, not me." And she was like, "Really? Are you sure?" Because now people are trying to say that he killed Mrs. Hart. He's the one that killed her. There's like they're trying. Remember, he was the only one that was with her and told everybody she was dead. Yeah. He was like she's dead, and I was like, that's how when Agatha looked down at the body, she was like, "Didn't think you had it in you." I think she was talking about T. I didn't think you had that in you to kill somebody. Right. That's what I think she meant. And I was like, that does make more sense to me now. Like, I was like, he's always finding the clues. He's trying to be a part of the coven. Every trial, they keep saying he's not part of the coven. They keep saying you're too young. You're not part of the coven. You're not part of the coven. And I think to get whatever you want at the end of the road, you have to be part of the coven. So I think he's been trying to kill her, get in the coven. And then there was like another statement where they're like, well, we need a green witch. And then he said it so fast, he was like, you can't replace anybody. Like, and Agatha looked at him, was like, why can't we?
Why?
Like, she looked at him like messing with him. Yeah. Like, I think she knew like the whole time you manipulate this situation. Like, so it's very. I'm really wondering if all those things, because with them being separate, they don't make any sense. And you put them all together, I was like, maybe he is a little more conniving and a little more evil than we think.
I mean, the last thing he says is, "I'm not that nice."
That's what he said, and I was like, maybe he did kill Miss Hart.
So killing. I don't know. I'll go that far, But
I don't know, man.
we'll see.
It'd be very interesting if he's, any mean necessary. Like that's where he's at.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know if it's because he took it very personal when Alice died. So I don't know if
he did.
He's gonna kill it, and he was upset that he thinks he kills the other two. Which is
was he upset?
He looked like he was upset. Not like he wasn't crying or anything. But
no,
he didn't seem happy about it. He's like, "I'm not like you." Remember, that's the first thing he said. And because she's like, "It's whatever." She was like, "Whatever." Because she's kind of counting the bodies. She's like, "A lot." There's a couple, whatever the fuck she said. She's like, "I'm not like you. I'm not that kind of witch." At least in his head. So we'll see. I mean, there's definitely more to this story. Yeah. I wonder how it ends. I wonder where it's going because I really don't know how this fucking thing's gonna end. Aside from them getting to the end of the Witch's Road at some point.
Where the hell is Rio at?
Right, yeah. Where the fuck she pop up? She was there. She's gone. Where'd she go?
She been gone since Alice died.
And no one's looking. No one's even asked about Rio or nothing.
Nope. So I don't think Agatha would ask her. Agatha knows where she's at.
Probably.
But he asking,
like completely.
Where is she at? Like,
I probably come to him at like the next episode. Like, yo, where the fuck Rio go?
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I didn't kill her. I didn't kill her.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this show though. Like, great backstory. I enjoyed it. They did a great job with that.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed Agatha All. Never thought I'd say that, but Agatha All.
All right, where do we want to go next? We want to talk about crypto.
Let's do Superman Lois, then we'll go to Superman.
Okay. Superman and Lois.
Finish the TV show.
Image. Okay. There we go.
We're going to be speaking about Superman and Lois season 3.
Yes.
Season 3.
There it is.
Trayvon, you got to answer. Was the episode witching or bitching?
It was witching. This show has been great, man.
So every episode's been witching so far.
Yes.
All right.
So Superman and Lois. So we finally got the next
surprise. We got a surprise.
Superboy.
Yes.
I was very happy because I've been waiting for this one to get. Look, Jordan is fine. But Jonathan needed his powers. I was really getting annoyed with that. I was like, come on now. Like, imagine your dad being Superman. You get nothing. Yeah. I'd be mad as hell. I was like, what do you mean? Y'all get nothing? So, yeah. So, and then he got them all the powers.
Yeah.
All at once.
All
at once. Crazy.
Yeah. No slow down here. And you know what's funny? I don't want to be mean or anything, but I like this actor more than the last actor as Jonathan. Nothing against the last actor, but this actor, I don't know.
He's doing a good job. He's doing a very good job.
He fits it to be a little better, in my opinion. But like so far, Jonathan, that was surprising because like I had no idea this was coming at all. Because for the longest time it's been powerless, right?
Right.
You're just expecting Jordan to do everything, and once he fucking went nuts on Jordan, it's like fucking complete.
Yeah.
Went into
punching the wall and all that stuff.
Yeah. After they punched him, they punched the beam.
Yeah.
Fucking got bloody knuckle.
I was wondering. I was like, are they gonna do it? They did it.
Because as soon as he bled, I'm like, well, I wasn't even thinking about it until he sat back and then he started healing. Like, oh my god, he got the power.
As soon as he started going crazy, like that's all I was thinking about. I was like, they gonna do it. I was like, his emotions high. Like this is the time. If you gonna do it all the time, this is it. Yeah.
So now they both have powers, and Jordan is upset.
Because his brother got his so much faster than you. But I think it's because of the emotional stability.
I 100%.
So that's why though.
Emo since day one.
Yeah.
That's why to me I think I activated for him so early. It's because he's so emo.
Right.
And Jonathan's so pretty calm for the most part. And it's like he finally let it loose. I think is what happened with Jonathan.
Right.
For the first time in
but he also is really like a calm-headed person.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's very level-headed. And
fast enough.
He was so angry in this episode at Jordan for like fucking it up. He's like, you fucked it up for not letting all this bullshit. Yeah. It just finally came out, and it's like crazy because like I never needed two of them ever.
Right.
The fact that there was twins is always weird anyway, but now that you have two of them, you have Jordan and Jonathan. I'm like, this is cool. My first thing, honestly, that came to my mind is like, will they get costumes? Because I know their grandpa kept saying that they were talking about costumes already, but now that he's passed, I don't know how that's
when I
going.
like a hero.
Yeah. So what happens now with the what was it called, the DO or whatever the
DOD.
GOD. I don't know why I would take the DO. GOD or G what?
DOD.
DOD. The DOD.
Department of Defense.
There you go. The DOD. Because now they got Steel and apparently now Steel has and what's her name, Natalie.
What did they call her? They gave her another.
Yeah, they called her Starlight.
Yeah. I was like,
all right, so that's new because that was not a thing in the comic book. They're both Steel in the comic book.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Steel, she is Steel. DC likes to do that a lot, but the show at least differentiated them. He's Steel and she is Starlight. So okay, so now hopefully they get upgraded suits because that's kind of what I want from them. At least by the end of the series, give me some upgraded suits for both Steel and Starlight, and then hopefully, like I would love to see Jordan and Jonathan in suits as well at some point.
I mean, I feel like it'd be easier for them to get suits than Steel.
Yeah. It's much cheaper to make.
Well, I'm saying you could go to this Force of Solitude and they just put it on, but still, they gotta make it.
What's funny is so many of the Superboy suits are just homemade. So like, I wonder if they go that route or do they get legit suits like Cal or Clark. Well, I guess with Clark coming back, we'll find out. I think this is gonna be the funnest thing is see when Clark comes back and find out that Jonathan has powers too, and like the three of them can just fly around or whatever. That's pretty cool. I mean, I think what we haven't talked about at all so far is the sacrifice by Sam Lane, General Lane, Lois's father. That was pretty cool. I did not see that coming exactly.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah,
I think we both thought the same thing when he injected himself.
Yeah, I thought he was a beast. I was like, okay.
I absolutely thought he was going to turn into some type of monster.
Yeah,
that was going to try to fight Doomsday. And no, it was also because he knew he was going to die. So he could get the same genetic makeup as Superman or whatever in his bloodline. I mean, in his blood pumping, so that they can make the transfer, hopefully. And
he was looking for a donor before he was
right
for that.
Exactly. But now he did it himself. He ran out of time. Obviously, he got shot.
Yeah. Right.
So like that was a big sacrifice by the general, and obviously it looks like it works because they wasn't sure that would work because. It's not a perfect match or anything.
Not a perfect heart.
Right, exactly. So like it was pumping through his heart at the when he died, but you don't know how effective that was. And it was effective enough apparently. So
when that limit him down.
Right. Yeah.
They love. CW love to do that, and I'm like,
you know how they are.
Yeah. I'm really worried that now that Jonathan has the power, Jordan going to somehow be powered down. Like he not be able to do something. Yeah, I'm like, they love to do that. They can have all of them having full power.
I mean, come on. I mean, we see Jordan basically has all the powers too. So at this point, there's no point in bullshit.
He'll just be mad that his brother falling around with his dad. That's probably what they'll do.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna, at some point he has to stop being so damn emo. Yeah, and they're gonna need to join forces to fight off Doomsday. I think that's what's gonna be the three of them, and maybe some help from Steel and Starlight. Take out Doomsday.
Remember, I said I think Jordan's going to be one to actually defeat Doomsday.
The kill shot.
That's what I think. Yeah, to redeem to feel like he did something because now he feel like he messed it up with his dad. Right. This would be a way for him to redeem himself.
So, it's not a bad way to redeem the character.
It's tough. Like, I don't think he needs to redeem himself, but he tried.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, he's been through a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised if they give him something heroic.
Mm-hmm.
So he feels good about himself. This is true. So we'll see. I mean, I'm very excited to see where they go next. My thing is will they wear suits? I know it's silly, but that's kind of where my head's at right now. Will they wear suits at all? I'm just very curious. I'm not watching the show. Did Doomsday kill Superman and survive? Is he still alive? Do you want us to spoil it? Do you not want to watch it? Did you not do the math forward? Yeah, I mean, we just spoiled a lot of shit.
We basically said it, but
we did say it a couple times. So
talking about hearts and stuff,
right? Literally. But I mean, we'll tell you if that's what you want to know. This has all been spoilers, so I feel bad. For anybody watching, we've been spoiling.
I mean,
y'all
know. I mean,
we've had since Monday to watch the show.
Right.
So It's very good episode.
Not one, not like the wow. Okay,
not any of them.
Wow. Yeah, Doomsday ripped his heart out. So yeah, Superman dead right now.
Yes, Doomsday won that fight.
Yeah.
He got his heart. Literally. Like
that was a wild thing they decided to do. I was like, okay, he's dead, but I was like, rip his heart out. Wow. I was like, okay.
That was the thing Lex told him to do, bring me his heart. That's exactly what he did. He brought him his heart.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Okay. It's interesting. I mean, it was I mean, their Doomsday looks pretty cool. Now, their Doomsday is like an amalgamation of Bizarro and Doomsday.
Yes. That was a good way to use Bizarro, though. That was a good way to.
It was. It was they did some weird shit in the show. Like they went to there was a Bizarro world and everything. It was crazy.
It was.
I was never expecting that shit. So crazy. But their Doomsday looks pretty cool. I'll give it to them. But yeah, you should watch it. It's actually a really good show. If you like Superman at all, Superman Lois is actually a very good show. It's ending. It's on its final season, but it's a really good show. So if you ever get a chance, DJV, check it out. Definitely check it out. Now's the time, because by the time you get to the end, it should be over by then, I would assume. Depending on how fast you binge it. I'm not saying to binge it, but take your time.
We got 13 episodes, right? So yeah.
And it's 4 seasons, right? So it's fourth. I think it's only gonna be 10 episodes this season.
I thought it was still 13.
I don't know exactly. I know we're on 3, or we just finished 3. So I mean, what else is there to do? This crazy show's gonna be good, and there's more surprises to come apparently. So I'm like, all right, got to go out with a bang with this show. So it is the final season. It's the last.
Oh, it is 10. It is 10.
So all right. So it is 10. So you like the last 3 seasons have been 13 episodes. Again, watch the show. Very good. Support the show. The actors have been great. The show has been great. You'll find out that it's not even in the Arrowverse.
That is the craziest time. That was such a what?
Yeah.
What is happening?
We just spoiled that. Sorry, but if you haven't,
it was an Arrowverse. Then it wasn't.
Yeah, at first we all thought it was, and then it wasn't. Like, what the fuck happened? Or whatever. You know what? Do what you gotta do. So
wild time.
I am very curious how this show ends.
We'll keep talking Superman. We want to jump.
Yeah, let's. I think we're good. Do you have anything more to say about Superman?
No. Show's been great. I'm very excited. I'm happy because something's getting ready to happen that I want. Because I was like, y'all can't do this for too long now. Don't play with me too much longer. Don't play. But yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy with the show though.
Me too. So let's move on to the big screen, and let's talk about Superman 2024. We officially got the announcement that Krypto, the super dog, will actually be in it. We like anybody that's been paying attention, we kind of knew this already. If you know type of thing. But James Gunn made it official the other day during like Pet Adoption Day or whatever.
Yes.
And he posted this, and obviously based the dog off of his own dog, Ozu. I think that's exactly why it's not the
lab.
Right, it's not a lab. It's more of a mixed.
Yeah.
It's like a mutt. It looks like a little bit of a mutt. But he's still white. So I'll give him credit for still being white Krypto. It looks cute. They definitely look like a cute dog regardless.
And he will not talk.
No, he will not talk. Krypto doesn't talk anyway. I don't know why. I don't know who was worried about him talking, but no, Krypto does not talk, unless you watch Super Pets. But again, all of them talk to each other, not to their masters. But I will say this about Krypto. It looks like, based on what people have said, that I've seen them doing it on set, and what the set photos like we've seen of them acting with nothing. It looks like there will be no actual dog on set.
I mean, they had to do that. They can't.
Well,
they need to fly.
Yeah, he's gonna do a lot of shit that normal thing. I think they're gonna, as I explained the other day, it's gonna be a lot like Eagly from Peacemaker. Have anybody watched Peacemaker? Eagly was very much a big part of that show, and I'm pretty sure there was no actual eagle flying around. It's going to be the same thing with Krypto. But everyone loved Eagly, so I mean, he knows how to do. If anybody knows how to fuck around with animals, it's
true.
At the very least, you can say anything you want, but he knows how to respect animals. So, so this is pretty cool. This is a nice shot. There's a motion version of this. Yes, with the world spinning, which is really nice too. And he actually came out with like wallpaper versions of it yesterday or today, I think. It was just nice to do that for people that wanted to do that. So this is a nice little shot, and it's obviously a reference to another shot from the comics where they're sitting on the moon while looking at the Earth. So I'm like, that's cute. It's a cute
Right.
shot. So, if anything, this also means, I mean, at least for me, because all we needed was confirmation. He's most definitely going to be in Supergirl because he's Crypto's a big part of the Supergirl. That specific storyline, the Woman of Tomorrow. He's with her a lot during that storyline. So I would not be surprised if Crypto is also in Supergirl. So this is not the last we see of Supergirl. It will only be the first. So we'll talk again. Getting a super pet is very weird in the first place. The fact that we got it originally in Titans, which was interesting.
We
Seeing
did.
Crypto in Titans was pretty.
They did a good job with him. Yeah,
They did a very good job with him, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. It's the idea of a super dog is kind of scary, but they did a good job with him in that show. But just the idea of an alien dog is weird. But they're doing it. They're not shying away from the creepy. I mean, not creepy, but weird shit. It's just weird shit, and I do appreciate him leaning into it. So, Trayvon, how do you feel about Crypto? You seem to be very excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be cool. I mean, it's gonna be cute. It's like me personally in real life with dogs.
I know,
but this is cute. This is good for him because I do like that. This is the type of Superman I assume James Gunn would do, so it makes sense to have Crypto.
Right.
This one, just a little bit more lighthearted. So of course, Crypto fits.
Yes,
definitely fits.
He definitely. It also separates him from other Superman.
It does.
Movies by adding Crypto. You're like none of the other Superman movies had Crypto.
No.
Not even a mention.
I don't know how it would even fit.
I don't either.
I'm a little more I'm a little scared of dogs, to be honest. DJV, not just I don't like them. I'm just a little scared.
I got them. Come here.
Small ones is fine. It's the big ones. I'll be like, they're talking about, oh, it don't bite. You don't know that. Like it's the big ones. Small ones.
I got it. Yeah, look at her. Say hi.
Say hi. Oh yeah, I'll be scared. I'll be scared. I'll be scared.
She's a big dog, but she's not that big. She's a mix. She's a pit golden retriever mix. But look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, I see her.
All right. All right. But yeah, she's cutie. It's good. It's a good dog. Okay. But I love dogs. Personally. I'm a big fan of more dogs. I mean, I've gotten to know cats a lot lately.
Okay.
I'm around the cat. And I know a lot of people that are big cat people. Like my friend Art is a big cat person. Nieces that have cat people. My niece has a dog and a cat. So like, I'm still more of a dog person, but I've grown to the cats are not that bad. I've grown to love them myself. I was a big animal person as a kid.
Okay.
There was one point in my life where I wanted to be a zoologist.
Okay, cool.
It was pretty serious when I was young, but I've gotten past that now. I'm more of a loser,
Hey.
But I do love me some dogs. So I don't have one of my own. That's actually not my dog. That's my niece's dog. But still.
Oh, okay.
I do dog sitting. So as of right now, she's with me.
Gotcha.
DJV apparently used to be scared of dogs too. Terrified.
Yeah.
I like the well-behaved ones now. I got a dog, but some people don't need a dog. Yeah, not everyone needs a dog.
That is true.
But like some people like the company. It's a man's best friend. Like I get it. Like as someone. I mean, I have a daughter. I don't need a dog. But I don't mind having a dog. I want my own. I want her to have her own. She's used to dogs. Her grandparents have dogs. 2 dogs. I call them 2 stupid dogs because that's what they are. They're literally. There's one big one, one little one. It's just like the 2 stupid dogs. But I love dogs. So this is cool. This is fun news.
All right, so let's go to. I think we should talk about this. I guess this Marvel banner.
Yeah, let's go with the Marvel banner. Let's move on to Marvel.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of cool, little cool shots in there. Yes, as I was explaining to Trayvon earlier, if you look closely, it goes from comic books to movies to TV to video games.
It sure does. Yeah, this is what Marvel Rivals, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is all Marvel Rivals. The E and the L is Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
ARV is movies and television, and then the M is comics. where they started to where they are now.
We need to get to watch her in live action. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine. I have to imagine that at some point. I think the coolest thing from this shot, aside from like a really high def version of Herbie, which was really cool, and really cool high def version of Red Hulk. And of course, a really high def version of the Human Torch. Like the lines, people. It's all about the lines. I try to explain this to people. Classic Human Torch has lines. I thought this was a cool. Like I remember when I first saw the suit. That's the first thing that popped out to me. Like they did the lines because when he flames on, he's gonna have the lines. I fucking love the detail. I really do.
Yeah, it looks good. Let me see if I can find the Herbie one real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I know I have the Herbie one in this list. Wow. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There's the Herbie one.
Yeah. Herbie, yes, that's a great shot of Herbie. Fantastic Four. I love the look. I wonder who's gonna be. We still don't know who's gonna be voicing Herbie.
I thought did they not tell us?
They haven't told us yet. I mean, we have a lot of people. We have a lot of question marks. Like we still have, 1, 2, 3 people that I don't know who are playing who. We have Paul Walter Hauser, John Malkovich, Natasha Lyonne.
Okay.
One of them could possibly be voicing Herbie, but I have no idea who. They have. I don't know who they're. I mean, I have no idea who they are playing at all.
Okay. But yeah, this banner was really cool. I thought it was done really well. Looks really cool.
It is.
Yeah, I'm happy they did this for New York Comic Con, of course.
This is at the New York Comic Con. Look, the Thunderbolts here, even with the asterisk, that was funny. I know Juwan got a kick out of that.
They keep that up, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to find out what the fuck that's about. Is there a thing? Is there a reason why they're glowing yellow? And like the black shadows? Like I wonder. Centuries anyone? I guess we'll have to wait and see. I got Agatha represented here. Red Hulk looking really ferocious. Like if you get a good close look at the Red Hulk, his eyes are yellow.
The eyes are yellow, yeah.
I fucking love that. So again, I'm a very big person into details. So you give me some cool shit like that. I fucking love it. And of course, I can't wait to see more of What If, like season 3. I'm very excited for What If season. I'm not sure when it's coming, unfortunately. But I loved What If season 2. I liked What If season 1, but I loved What If season 2.
Yeah.
And I fucking can't wait to play Marvel Rivals, and I've yet to play it. So.
Oh, you haven't played it at all?
At all, not at all. I could not get what do they call it? The.
Could I think it did? I forgot. Was it just?
It was PC at first, and I don't have at the time I didn't have PC, and then when it came to the console, I couldn't get anything.
The code or whatever.
Yeah, because I think most of them were Steam. I'm like, I don't got Steam.
That's right.
So I'm like, and it's coming to console soon, but I guess I'll have to wait. But I'm very excited because I don't really love shooters too much, but this is a third person version of fucking Overwatch. Basically. Yeah. I'm very excited because I'm like this is more my thing right here. I like that. I could do that. Definitely do that. Yeah. I can't wait. But yeah, it's nice, cool mural that they have it, which started today, the New York Comic Con. Usually we're there. This is usually a thing that we attend. We'll not be attending this year for obvious. Well, I won't say obvious reasons, for our own reasons. But it will be missed. We do love going to New York Comic Con. This is the first time in a couple of years. I think I didn't go during the COVID year because I didn't get my shot in time. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'll go next year, and I did. I've gone every year for almost. It's been a minute. It's gonna be weird not going.
I went last year with Jamie.
Yeah, I saw you there.
Later on.
I was also there.
Later on.
yeah.
We did a lot together, for
Well, because it was like a lot. I was carrying my family with me.
Yeah. I think I went every day. I went Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I went every day.
I did. I just go Saturdays. We used to go Saturdays and Sundays. And if I don't mind going on a Sunday because it's very quiet.
Right.
But usually I don't go Thursday or Friday because it's like
Thursday I go for merch basically.
Yeah, if you're going to look around, it's the best time to go. It's not as bad.
Right.
Saturday is fucking jam.
It was nuts. But yeah, a lot of fun.
But that's when we work. See, we do interviews and all that. That's when we used to do interviews and shit like that. So that was fun for us to go and talk to people and shit. But then last year I didn't do anything. I just kind of went and walked around and I just kind of chilled. We met up with you guys at the Amazon thing, which was
Yes.
nice. It was pretty cool.
It was fun. Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I'm gonna miss New York Comic Con. But hey, and it sucks because this year now, fucking James Gunn's gonna be there this Saturday. Motherfucker.
Let's see. I
Anyways,
mean, it's supposed to be about like Creature Commandos. So
I know
let's see.
I would love to go because I know they have a booth there.
True.
I would have loved to get some merch or whatever. But whatever. Moving on.
I mean, we could talk about the God of War
TV
show.
Let's talk some God of War.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, so apparently they're starting over with the God of War show. That I've been wondering what the hell's been going on with the show all this time.
Apparently, God of War, Sony, Amazon starting over on series after departure of the EPs. Rafe, Judkins, Hawk Oxby, Mark Fergus, which is weird because I know apparently they really enjoyed the pitch that they got. They all left because I guess there's got to be some type of mix, I guess, feelings on that. Nice choice. Thank you for joining us, Michael.
Yeah,
but yeah, this sucks. This news sucks because I was like, we talk about God of War all the time. Looking at shows like Lord of the Rings on Amazon, you're like, man, what can they do with that kind of budget with God of War?
Right.
Like, what is the story? Is it going to take place during this era of God of War, when he's the Norse god era, or is it when he's the younger, as with the Greek gods? Like, I'm just very curious. And maybe
it's start the game that I know or not. That basically would it be for me.
Apparently, the original trilogy is getting remade.
Okay.
The high def, whatever
yeah,
it's called.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. But
yeah, I forget what they call it too. But they're getting upgraded so that people that haven't played the original 3, which are incredible, by the way, gets a chance to. But yeah, I went through my original God of War phase during my
remastered.
Remastered. Yeah, when it gets remastered, the trilogy should be remastered, and it should. People should like that, and of course the Uncharted games. That's what I did because those are great series, both of them. I did that. I went through all 3 of those, and I went through all 3 of the God of Wars. And great. And right before the new God of War came out. It's not hard to make a good show. We just talked about 3 great shows, DJV. I mean, why is it hard to make a good God of War
video game show? Video
game show. That's much better. That's a different question altogether, my friend. God of War. I can't say it's hard because I've never done.
I feel like it lends itself to a show pretty well. I feel like
the way it's shot, the way they tell the story. Yes, it could definitely be a series.
This is that's true. At least it's not
canceled. This is true. Correct. At least they're just.
They could have definitely did that.
They could have shelved it and said, "Fuck it, no, we're not doing it," which is not what I want to hear. Because I remember they did that recently because I know Blizzard had all that bullshit. They were supposed to do stuff with Netflix, and they canceled the Diablo anime they were going to do. I was like, you bastards. I was so excited for Diablo anime, but whatever. Not going to get that. But this at least has life still, even though it might take a bit longer now to come back. It's a series that you need to take your time with anyway.
Yeah, that is true.
I agree there. Don't fuck it up. I can't wait to find out who they cast as fucking Kratos. That's going to be huge.
It is.
I wouldn't be surprised if they adapt this version of the Norse version. That's the version a lot of people know nowadays. Anyway, it's more story driven, and the other one, which is definitely more action based. You just slash your way through it. And it'd probably be cheaper, honestly, because even though there's a lot of crazy shit in this, it's almost crazier in the Greek shit.
Oh,
like especially as you progress.
Kratos, Freya.
Oh. Yeah, Kratos versus Zeus is an epic journey. Let me tell you. But. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some like flashbacks to when he's younger and all that extra shit. That'd be fun too.
This is very true, BJB. Yes, this is true.
Yeah, I mean,
you would think, right?
Usually it's really not that difficult. Yet they still tend to fuck that up. Look at Uncharted.
Everybody wants to have their own input.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the Uncharted movie for what it was, but at the same time, it was a mess. You know what I mean? Again, it had its moments, but for the most part, it was missing what made Uncharted great.
That makes me think about the showrunner that they picked for the Harry Potter show, and he said that he wanted to make changes to it and the whole point of the show was to go by what the books did.
Yeah, more book accurate.
Yeah. So now he's talking about it needs to change. So
yeah, what do you?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
That's like, at the end of the day, it's an adaptation, so you're never gonna be one for one, and it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but that's a lot. A lot of people, that's what they kept saying when they watched the movies. They're like, it's not exactly like the book. And then this show comes, they're like, well, now they have time to actually do the book. And now he's like, we're not doing the book. So it's like, oh, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Well, he didn't say that. He said he was gonna make some changes. So we'll see
that's what they heard when he said that. That's what they heard. We're not doing the book.
It depends on what those changes are. I mean,
that's true.
I don't know enough about the book to tell you what changes I would make because I can't speak.
That's just a lot more, a lot more fleshed
out. All I know are the movies, so yeah. I can't speak to it.
I haven't read the books in a very long time.
I don't know the books at all. And I played the game. That's it. I played the game, and I think that I probably played the game longer and more time. I spent more time with the game than I did even the movies. Put it that way. So that's the most I've ever put into Harry Potter was that game. Just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we are. I mean, this is what happens when you do adaptations. And look, gaming is next. I mean, I've enjoyed, let's say, the Mario Brothers movie. Not everybody did, but I fucking really did enjoy the Mario Brothers movie. For what it was. The Sonic movies too. The Sonic movies are just fun. You know what I mean?
You mentioned Mario. I'll get ready to bring this up.
Oh yeah, this looks fun. And I already wanted to go because I knew Super Nintendo World was coming.
Yes.
I knew that was coming. I'm like, I'm not going back to Disney until they open fucking Nintendo World. That's what I want. But now that I know Harry Potter was kind of already there, I guess there's another version of it or an extra.
Yeah, it's like a whole other part. Now they're doing the Ministry of Magic. Before it was Diagon Alley.
Okay, so
they're doing the Ministry of Magic. So it's actually so
not really sure what that means, but okay.
It's a different building. It's where all the wizards would work, basically.
Okay.
Right. Now they're doing that building.
Okay, that sounds cool. I wanted to go to the Diagon Alley anyway. I wanted to go down the Harry Potter or the Wizarding World. I wanted to visit that anyway, so so that I could add. This is like 1 day park. I gotta go to every park in within the week. You got Super Nintendo World, Harry Potter, and I'm still disappointed to this day that Dark Universe did not work out.
Yeah,
because I really wanted it to. I really, really did. Because I do love the Universal monsters of my own.
That was like the Dracula Untold too, right? That's what that was supposed to be part of.
It was supposed to. I mean, well, it would have if it did better. I think is what happened, and then because it didn't, they were like, fuck it. And then those other ones didn't do well, so they're like, oh, completely, whatever. So I think right now the most recent one they did Invisible Man, and they're gonna do Wolfman, but unfortunately, I don't believe they're connected. So before it was supposed to be like this big.
Right.
Cross. Right, it's supposed to be the same universe. The thing is, they're the first.
The one that started.
Yeah, they started all. They're the original. What do they call that?
Architects.
Merging of worlds. Like the first time, like Dracula visiting Frankenstein, visiting the Wolfman. That was the first.
That would be very cool.
They did it first. Many years ago, there's the ones that kind of started that. So. I'm very excited to see what this version of the Dark Universe, even though the movies didn't work out, they have a land now. I can't wait. And How to Train Your Dragon is a great fucking series of movies.
I've never seen them.
Never seen them.
Good things.
They're very good. They're very good. I do really enjoy How to Train Your Dragon. I'll work. I'm not really sure what that means, but I do love the movies. So this is all very exciting news to me. All this.
Yes.
I can't wait to visit. Now, I was excited just to visit one time for Harry Potter and eventually, of course, Nintendo World, which I think it will just expand over time.
Yes.
Because right now, apparently, they're going to build a Donkey Kong Country extension next to the Mario.
As they should.
I want everything. Give me Hyrule. Give me all of it.
That would be really cool. Wow.
I want it all. Give me Yoshi's Island somewhere in there. Give me everything. You know, I want everything.
Build something where it's like Super Mario Sunshine, where you shooting shit. I don't know. build it.
I'm sure there's some type of island you can shoot more. I mean, this happened. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna go one day. I definitely want to visit Super Nintendo. All 4 of these at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so funny you start talking about Mario. I was like, oh, what should I bring up next? And I was like, yeah, let's bring that up. I mean, you listened to the interview of Tom Holland.
I listen to certain clips. Somebody posted like in certain clips.
Talk about him.
He read the script. And he's talking about now that he's older and has more power, and how much he said even he's at some points even had to put his foot down in certain decisions. And now that he can, that's the weight he struggles with now, is that now he has more say in what happens with the character. Before he didn't. He's just he just wrote it. Now that he's older, we're in the new trilogy. He has more say, and he doesn't want to just make a movie just to make a movie. He wants to do it. He wants to do right by the fans, and he doesn't want to mess with a good thing. Is what he's saying. But he does say he wants to continue being Spider-Man in as many movies as he can if he wants, as long as it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then right now, he said the last script he read, the last version of the script he read, he really loved. So I'm not sure what that means or what's in it. Apparently, him and Zendaya both read it already. So
they were very excited, both of them. I was
like,
okay, cool.
They're bouncing off the walls. So I'm like, we'll see. Probably exaggerating, but I'm pretty much. If he's happy with it, then I'm happy with it, and I would love to see where it goes from there. Because if
I'm reading into it like that means you're in it, Zendaya, right? Okay.
I mean,
that's you're in it a lot.
It's very surprised if she's not in it, but I don't know. I mean, we don't know obviously what it's about.
Right.
We've heard a lot of different because look, the balance with Spider-Man 4 is like we've heard they were going to go street level. Then they were like Sony wants to do one more multiverse after the last movie, and that's where the conflict is. Like they want to do this, but they want to do this, and so there's like a fight between what they should do. I think give Sony one more multiversal movie just to shut them up. Let that be the end of that for this saga because you don't have to go back to it, and then you can bring Spider-Man to the street level when they after Secret Wars. You know what I mean?
I feel like he'll be excited for like if they do the symbiote and all that stuff. I think he'll be excited to play the happy Spider-Man and the jury evil Spider-Man.
He'll get
I think
so he's so nice. So it's not you're not used to seeing him playing a bad guy, right? So it's like it'd be interesting how he gets corrupted by the symbiote over time. I mean, it's very interesting because I think my suspicion is that they're going to pigeonhole Venom into the next movie. And we've already heard rumors about Null living on past Venom 3. So that I think somehow, some way, the symbiotes get into Spider-Man 4, and that's how he gets his suit. And I think he will have the suit for Secret Wars, and he'll have that new suit heading into the next Spider-Man movie, where then he'll probably somehow
get rid of it.
Right, exactly.
It'll get to. I guess the next Eddie Brock. I don't know,
it'd be nice to get a legit Spider-Man Venom suit that looks like the Venom suit, like the black suit. Like, I want that. I mean, I can't wait for that if that becomes a thing. It's been a long time since we've seen a good Venom suit, so like, we could get both.
You got to beat the game, man. The game is right there. The game did so well.
The game did a good job with it as well. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it did. At least their version of it.
Yeah.
Looked good. I mean, look, we're gonna have to wait. Still, we already know there's a director. We know there's a script. Looks like it's more or less finished. I mean, but he said it still needs some work. But he said overall it's over. Like it's done. Like the overall script is done. It just needs to be polished, I guess.
Right.
And so, if that's the case, then I would imagine they'll start filming next year at some point. At some point, probably early.
A lot of next year.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, I really hope they do because we'll get more information by then. And I have no doubt that he'll be the one to break it to us. We'll get that first. Guess what? Here's the first whatever. So Tom's always very involved in his own marketing.
And now I feel like he'll be like you said, he's more seasoned, more power, more. Kind of how Ryan Reynolds controls Deadpool. That'd be fun for him to do that.
During his interview, he was also talking about he talked a lot with Downey, so he already knew that Robert was coming back. Apparently,
wow.
He already knew. He's like for a long time I had to keep that secret, and it's not easy for. He's like,
it's not easy. More power, huh?
Yeah, he's like it's not easy for me. I've known to be to break my silence a lot. So he's like I've known for a little bit now. And because of all the extra power he has, he wanted to talk to Downey about all that. So that's what he's been. That's been, I guess, his mentor in real life. Is Robert Downey Jr. So
cool.
It's been interesting. I'm very excited. Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel character. Right after Spider-Man and then Wolverine. So it's been a good year for Wolverine. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Spider-Man. Hopefully soon again, because I love me some Spider-Man. So. Oh God. Anyway, what's next?
I would say, what was it? I think the 007. Let me see. That was interesting. Yeah, this was interesting.
Shit.
And making video games one of, a trilogy of video games. So that's interesting. That'd be fun to play. And I'm surprised they haven't done it all this time.
This is some bullshit.
What?
Nothing. Sports. Anyway.
I figured.
Detail. Yeah, James Bond. This is interesting. If a young James, I wonder how young is this James Bond they're talking about.
Well, this is trilogy, so I mean,
true. We can probably roll with it. I'm just saying, like, I remember a cartoon when I was a kid called James Bond Jr.
Like, oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. You don't remember that? All right, so it's just me. But there was this cartoon called James Bond Jr. It was a younger James Bond. So again, how old is this James Bond? Younger as in 20s? Very curious. Origin story featuring young James Bond. They're aiming to make a trilogy. Production's going amazing. Well, I did hear about them doing a Bond project. I want to know. It's
very ambitious for them to say they're going to do a trilogy off the
bat. I know, yeah, that's pretty interesting. But like, my question is less. They want to do a trilogy, and like, how is it going to play? Is it going to play like what? Hitman?
So you wait. Like,
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see gameplay because I'm like, I'm in because I love Bond, but at the same time, how are you going to play? The first person?
If it's first person,
yeah, I don't. You're gonna lose me already. That's not a good idea.
The only way you give me the first person if it's Magic. That's how I played that.
Even
more as an ABM game. That's the only way I got. I was like, I'll do it because it's Magic.
I get it. Because I did first person with that was called Dying Light, where they don't even have guns. It was all parkour and you make your own weapons, like physical weapons. Okay. Yeah, it's fucking creepy though. Yeah, so like it has creepy music. I mean, it's a fun game, but it's no. So I stopped. I'm not doing that again. So I'm not a big first person. That's why I'm a big fan of what they did with Marvel Rivals. It took me away from the first person point of view. So it's more third person. Like if they're doing a Bond game, if it's anything like Metal Gear, I can take it because I love Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid's very much espionage.
Is that first person?
Stealth action. No. There's a first person, like when you zoom in, it's first person, but for the most part, it's third person. Yeah, it's you never played Metal Gear?
No.
Oh, so good. It's one of the best video game series ever, easily. But if it plays like that, I can live with that. If it plays like Uncharted, I can live with that. I never really played the Hitman games, but I could see that being another way it could play.
I could show this really quick. The movie.
Oh, there's the motion. We were talking about that. Yeah, the motion version. That's nice.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
There is the moving one, but yeah, I just want to show that real quick.
No, I love it. So no worries. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I grew up a big Bond fan. We talked about Bond here before. So like, I would be really cool with. I just want to see what kind of game or how it plays before I get excited. That's all. So I want to play, but
you got to see. We got to see. The gameplay. The last thing I got is Cobra Kai's adding some cast members for the sixth and final season.
Yo, I was surprised by this. I was not expecting Louis Tan of all people.
Love it.
That looks cool. Sensei, what was he say? What Sensei Wolf?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, I thought about putting that tweet out. I was like, no, I won't do that. Let them all shine.
That's all good. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, very happy. I don't know anybody else, so like, I'm excited to see who they will be.
Yeah.
If anything, this makes me sad that this is the final season. You're like, what the fuck? You're gonna add all these new people?
I'm still confused about this movie they're doing.
I don't either. I am very
see this trailer for real.
It's hard for me to get excited for the Karate Kid movie because I'm like,
Karate Kid Legends, right? Is what it's called.
And it has both versions of the Karate Kid. Well, at least it has the original Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, LaRusso, and they have what's Jackie Chan's character?
Yes.
Mr. Han or whatever.
Yes.
So he was the Miyagi of the last
He was.
of the Kung Fu Kid movie. I don't care what you call that. That shit was not karate. That's why I have issues with that movie. I mean, you can't call it Karate Kid and not do karate.
I want to go home.
Yeah,
that's all I remember. That's all I remember for that movie.
There was one I think it was 5 minutes of karate when he was watching TV in the apartment.
Yes, yeah.
And they were showing karate. I'm like, that was it. That was the only karate in that movie at all. Yeah. So the rest of it was he learned kung fu from Mr. Holland. That's it. Anyway,
that was fun.
I'm very excited. I'm excited for this cast, even though I only know Lewis.
I only know Lewis as well.
Yeah, so he did post, like you said, he did post something earlier, which looked really cool. I'm like, he's a Sensei Wolf. I'm like, I'm very intrigued, and I'm very excited for the second half of Cobra Kai. Looks pretty cool. Great series.
I about to say I would. I thought I put it in here, but I didn't.
Fucking Cobra Kai. It's a great series, Cobra Kai. It's so like this is if anything, it definitely makes me more excited for what's to come. I wonder how many episodes are left, you know?
What? And don't they have like the second half of
second half
this season? I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes, right? It's not many. But yeah, it's not many episodes.
I think it was 5 and then it was break.
Because they made me so mad the way it ended. I was like, y'all playing like the way they didn't go after Tori was crazy. I was like, come on, man, what's wrong with y'all?
Go to the dark side.
We got I guess it's why I don't know. This app is wrong. Like it's showing too many episodes for me. It's
it's like it's cracked.
I don't want to say it's like 5. I think it was like right in the middle of the season.
Gotcha.
Just say like 6 through 10 left, I believe, or something like that.
So sad.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. But I'm a little disappointed. But I'm excited overall. Great series. It's gonna end, and like you said, there's a movie coming. Weirdly enough, but I have nothing with none of these characters except.
I want to say something happened with the boys too this week.
Yeah, there was a casting.
Somebody got added, right? I can't remember.
Someone got added. Yeah, I don't know the character very well. They did say he was playing somebody. I forget his name. Bottom Sight, I think it is. I don't know the character very well. But yeah,
that's final season that coming too.
Yeah. Sad to say. Like all these final season. Yeah, it's also.
It's Daveed Diggs. That's right.
Daveed Diggs. That's right. He was. That's another cast. That wasn't the newest one, but there was. Daveed was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't tell us who. They didn't tell us who the character was.
Yeah, we don't know who he's playing. He's just playing somebody. Not very descriptive, unfortunately.
Right. That was all things I had. Trying to think what else I've been watching.
Yeah, what you been watching? Because I can't think of anything either.
Honestly, I think we talked about everything I've been watching. Superman and Lois, Penguin, Agatha All Along. I've been. I don't know. This might be a little bit of a problem, but I watch a lot of reactions of episode 5 of Agatha. It's just fun to see people. What is that? What is that? I don't know. I really do watch a lot of reactions for some reason, but I skip to the parts of the episode that I want to see the reaction to. So I skip right to the part where she's like, I skip right to the part. It's always funny.
That is funny. I haven't watched any reactions, but I am excited for. I do watch like the new Rockstar stuff, like the analysis type stuff. That's always fun for me. Yeah. That is cool.
Yeah, the way they break it all down and things we didn't see and
stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff.
I think in Agatha it is like that brooch, like it's everywhere. Like it never.
It always follows her. There's hair in there, right?
Yeah. So I want to know what that means exactly. That's also the item that he stole to do the spell with.
Yeah. Because it's the crone, the
mother maiden crone.
There you go,
the triple goddess.
There you go.
Like
yeah, some weird shit.
But yeah, I mean, I think we talked about everything. I mean,
I guess they did mention that there was a mini trailer for Invincible. See, there was an update,
That is you're one of the ones that's sitting in the diner, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little update. Season 3 is coming. There won't be any breaks in between the two, which is fucking great.
They did give us. They messed up.
They did, because that was a fucking unnecessarily long break. And the worst thing is we saw like screeners and it was longer for us. So it was like the fuck.
It was a 4-month break. It was like 3 or 4 month break, wasn't it? Like, it was crazy.
It was
wrong with y'all.
It was insane. It was insane. I was not a fan of that. I think they have a date. Did they give us a date?
February.
Yeah, February 6th. Yeah. That's not that long from now, so I'm very excited about that. That's cool.
Come back in February.
Yes, sir. I think that's it, though. I think we got everything for the most part.
I think so.
For me, yeah, basically. I mean, on my end, I guess, as a big fan of multiverses, they did just release Nubia to the cast of characters and fighters. Who, for people that don't know, Nubia is an Amazonian queen. She's the current queen of Themyscira. So she's a one-woman character for the most part. At one point, in her original history, she was like one of her sisters. So it's interesting that she's become so popular as of recently, and to the point where they added to the game. So I'm like, oh, I'm good for her. She's a pretty fun character so far. I've played a little bit with her. I don't have her yet, but there you can still get to practice with her and all that. And I've fought many of them so far already. But yeah, it's I love that game. So I do expect more. If I had to predict, because there's a lot of stuff out there for who next season's 2 characters. Yeah, because there's 2 characters a season now, it looks like. So there's a Battle Pass character and there's like a mid-season character, right? Okay. So this season was Powerpuff Girls and Nubia.
Okay. So who do you want?
I mean, who I want and what they give me most of the time is very different. I have a list of characters I want.
Oh, okay.
I'm still waiting for Daffy Duck. I want Daffy Duck.
Okay.
I love Daffy Duck. I'm waiting for Flash or Green Lantern, one of them two or both. Would love one of them. I mean, just others. And there's some that have come to life. Like I wanted Beetlejuice, I got Beetlejuice. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But I think based on the information I've seen out there, and hints, like there was a big hint at the end of the Nubia trailer that it looks like the next character, or at least one of the next characters, will be Marceline. And Marceline is from Adventure Time. She's the
okay.
She's the vampire that sucks red. She doesn't suck blood. She sucks the color red. That show's fucking weird. Okay. But it looks like she'll be one of the characters. They've been teasing Raven.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's her and Raven. I know for a fact the Wicked Witch is coming. I just don't know if it'll be next season or the following season. So I expect the Wicked Witch to show up at some point.
When do they usually release these characters? Because if that's true, it'll be around Wicked. Do you think?
Let me see. So we're in October. Oh, that's a good
Wicked
point.
comes out December. So
December and November.
I thought it was December. I don't know.
I think the new season starts at the beginning, at the end of October. That's why.
Never mind. It's November 22nd. Okay, that's when Wicked comes out.
I figured they'd try to drop her for Halloween, but they might do Marceline for Halloween because she's like a vampire, and maybe Raven. They might do Marceline and Raven, so they're both Halloween-esque characters. They're both mystical characters, right? They're supernatural characters. Is what I mean. And leave the Wicked Witch closer to her the release date of Wicked, which is like, let's say November, December. Yeah. Right. So the season 5 pass, the battle pass will be probably the Wicked Witch because it'll be closer to when Wicked comes out. Okay. So I think that's what's going to happen. And then they've been teasing Aquaman, so maybe Aquaman with the Wicked Witch. We'll see. I mean, those are the 4 characters I'm the most comfortable saying that will be coming before the end of the year.
Okay.
But we'll see. I have no idea which order, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a surprise out there. But those 4 characters, I'm comfortable saying we'll get at least 2 of those 4 before the end of the year. I think at least Marceline and Raven. I've gotten the most hints from them.
I think they should definitely try to plan it around, kind of how they. I mean, Fortnite is like an amalgamation of everybody, but I feel like they should multiverses the same way, like with all these new characters coming out.
Well, they did with Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice came out the same Yeah, around the same time the movie came out. So like they try to get as close as possible to the release of the actual. Because I remember they did the trailer for Beetlejuice at the end of the one of the things that they did to promote the next pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they promote. They announced that Beetlejuice came out is what happened, and then they played the trailer for the movie at the end. So they'll probably do the same thing. They'll have the Wicked Witch come out, and then they'll promote Wicked at the end.
That's smart.
That's probably what they'll do. Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm a fan of that, so that's why I talk multiverses here. If anybody wants to talk multiverses with me, please hit me up. I don't mind.
I mean, the only game I guess I'm really looking forward to right now is Dragon Age. I want to say that's this.
That didn't come out. Because my next game is probably going to end up being Diablo, the expansion.
Oh, okay.
Festival of Hatred, because I love Diablo.
October 31st for Dragon Age, the Dread. Wait, what is it called now? Veilguard. They changed it.
Oh, did?
Now it's the Veilguard.
Because I'm still in the middle of playing Wukong. Which is
how is that? How's that been?
It's great, but it's exhausting.
It's getting harder.
It's not harder. It's all this. It's like here's the thing. You level up, so it's like your armor levels up, your weapons get stronger. So you're constantly on par with everybody you're going up against. So you can definitely gain an advantage because you can learn more magic. You can skill up with all whatever. So there's a point where it's still hard to fight because you fight so many bosses in the same level. There's not just I don't know. I'm on chapter 4, so I think there's like 6 chapters. If I had to take a guess, I'm on the 4th one. It's just been stressful, but I don't know. I might take a break from all those type of Souls-like games because it's not exactly like Souls, but it's close enough to the point where I'm like I'm good.
I forgot about this game. That's right. That did come out.
You know what? I haven't played a Dragon Ball. The only Dragon Ball game I'm gonna play is
that a story game? Or was that just a fighting game?
That's a fighting game. Sparking Zero.
Okay, so Kakarot is a story game.
Yeah, that was more like RPG-ish. This one is more fighting. It has story in it, but you fight. It's like fight story. It's like a fighting game though. It's 3D fighting. Wukong can, yeah. Oh my god, bro, it's so overwhelming. It really, and sometimes I just get lost sometimes because there's no map, bro. You just run around. You're like,
see,
where am I going? I'm like, oh, there's an entrance here, and go. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. There's some cool shit you can do in that game. But it could be a little stressful. I won't lie. I will not lie to you. It's not Sekiro stressful, but it's still stressful. But I do want to try that Space Marine game, Space Marine 2. Warhammer.
Okay.
That I want to play it, but I'm gonna probably wait till it's cheaper.
Like, what is the gameplay like for that game? Like,
it looks like that's what I saw. That's what got me. The trailer, like the gameplay trailer and all that, looked really fun. And I've heard good things. I'm like, I kind of want to play this. And even the Star Wars game that people stopped talking about as soon as it came out was I want to play that at some point, but I might just wait till it's cheaper as well.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put those on the back burner, wait till they get a little cheaper. Maybe I'll buy them. The next game for me is definitely Diablo. Yeah, Vessel Hatred.
Sure.
Yeah, I need to change of pace after fucking Wukong. I just do after Wukong, and I forgot what else before that. I need a break. It does. Warhammer does it gives me Gears of War vibes, and I do like Gears of War, so maybe that's why.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll look into
it looks dope. Like you could customize the armor and all that shit. After play, I mean, what's gonna suck is I'm gonna play that game and go like, God damn it! I hope they get this series working because I know Henry Cavill wanted to get it, obviously to it. So I'm like, if this game is cool, I'm like, fuck, man, make me more upset that they don't get a chance to do it live action. But we'll see.
I hope they do that. I mean, yeah, that's the only reason I know what it is.
It is, yeah.
Because Henry Cavill, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a lot of things. It's more than just video games. It's a board game. It's a lot of things. It's like these mini figurettes you can paint and customize and shit. It's weird. Like my friend actually does them. He'll do the toys and he'll paint them and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What was that called? It was the I forgot what that game's called now. That Star Wars game.
Outlaws. Yeah. It did came out. I made a decision. I chose Wukong over Outlaws because I've been waiting. I feel like I've been waiting forever for Wukong. That's why I made the decision. I've been wanting Wukong for a long time. And look, man, I love the game. It's just that it is. Here's the thing. It's not a strategy game, but you have to strategize against these motherfuckers. All right, because they all fight a certain way. If you fight them enough times, you're gonna realize how they play, and you can beat them. But it's either you're strong enough to just beat them down, or you have to just be smart enough to know when to move and do this and do that and to kill them off.
Sounds like God of War. God of War, where you're playing it like you could get killed by the first time, and then second time you're like, "Oh, I know what you do now."
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It is, but it's maybe a little more stressful because you have to dodge more in this than that. You can block. I mean, yeah, you can block. God of War, where this game is a little less. There's a lot more just the timing dodging. There's a lot of dodging in this. It is like there's one magic where you could turn like harden. Yeah, and you can block like that. That's pretty cool.
Okay. How long do you stay like that?
It lasts for like a couple seconds, and then you have to wait for it to come back up again. And like you can get it up to the point where it comes back fairly fast. But so far, I can freeze you, or I can do a Ring of Fire, and the Ring of Fire protects me, but also when I drink my gorge, it heals me up higher. So like once I'm in there, I get like more perks while I'm inside. If I'm drinking my stuff.
So do you level up, or do you just get your weapons?
Your weapons level up, your armor levels up, your spells level up.
Okay.
You yourself don't really level up, but like the
things you use.
The stuff you use upgrades you.
Okay.
He's on chapter 2, dude. The black smoke dude. Yeah, I beat him. That's always my man. Yeah, I beat I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I beat a lot of guys. I'm just saying I've watched a lot of these guys play these games. God bless everybody that's fought. Like I think this is all my fault for skipping the big-headed blackhead baby dog, the big head bitch in the beginning. I avoided him. I didn't even play him. And when I wanted to go back and fight him because I skipped him. I didn't realize that he goes away if you don't fight him. Yeah, like once you like ring the bells, he'll disappear. You'll never be able to fight him again. So I'm like, I can't get. And what I didn't realize that you fight him, you get a soul, so you can transform into him and use his headbutt thing as a move. That's what it is. Certain characters you can take their appearance and use a certain ability of theirs.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And you can use it against other people, and it really depends. Like who do you play? Try different ones, see which one you like the most. So that's one of his. And then there's another move where he can transform. Which is really fucking useful, like because that transformation has his own health bar, so you start. It's pretty cool. So I have 2 different transformations on that. One of them, like I said, I got one of them I can petrify you, or I can paralyze you, and then the other one I can it's called the ghost step, where he'll leave a clone and just like become like a spirit and run around. And you can heal while you're doing that or whatever, and then as soon as you're ready, you can attack, and it'll do like critical hit him. And then the other one, and the other option for that same thing is turning stone, like hardened or whatever. And then I still have I pull out a hair and I get like a whole bunch of clones of like of himself, and they all attack. That one wastes a lot of magic. You got to time that shit because I remember using it at one of the bosses and he turned them on me. I'm like, you motherfucker. Yeah, I'm like, this. What is happening right now?
This sounds fun. It's just, I don't know.
It's stressful. Fun. I mean, if you want to watch me one day, let me know. I will curse. You saw I was cursing out. I curse a lot. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it sounds fun, but I just.
Oh yeah, just let me know when I'm on. You see me playing this.
Sounds.
Join just to watch.
Elden Ring than it does God of War, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's not Elden Ring. I will say that one's definitely more RPG. Similar elements, but that one's definitely more. You're naked. Yeah, and you get your that's more RPG-ish. This one's definitely less that, even though it still has RPG elements. It's a little different. It's more like Devil May Cry, except in Devil May Cry you can't get any armor; you just get weapons. This you get new armor. There's new weapons, a new mask. You can get new masks, and you can have the computer take the mask off if you don't want to wear it, and just get the stat boost. So you don't have to save the mask if you don't want it. It's just always his face. You can change. Right. You can take it, have it off, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a fun game, but there are definitely days where I'm like, I just want to finish. Anyway, good luck, DJV. I hope you get past the 2. I got to 4, and I literally just got there like 2 days ago. So it's like, take your time. It's stressful.
Well, at least it's a lot of games apparently.
There's so many secrets. There's so many secrets. Like, there's ways to do this. There's ways to do that. There's ways to do this. And I try to fight as many. See, I avoided the big head motherfuckers to start, but I've got to the point where I'm like, I'm trying to fight anybody that's in my way. I don't want to avoid anybody. I could just run away from people and not fight them, but you're not going to get stronger that way, in my opinion. Right. And at this point, like, that's why I think it's been easier for me to get past certain points, because I'm already to the point where I'm strong enough to get past without stressing. Like the last boss fight I fought, I took me two turns. I beat his ass. All right, so it wasn't like the others. They were fucking ridiculous. So I don't know. I haven't played today, so I haven't see where I'm going next. So right now there's a lot of spiders. So you also have the option to take the spider thing off, like in Harry Potter, where you get.
Oh, okay.
They ask you in the beginning, like, if you want to turn it off.
Are you scared of them?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of spiders in this level of it. Yeah. But I mean, in this current level, there's a lot of weird shit. They're in like underground. But yeah, it's a fun game, and there's different stances. Like there's you have 3 different stances. I don't know if you ever played Ghost of Tsushima.
I know, I've watched all.
It's a similar setup to that. You can change your stance based on what you want to do. So he has like a charged move. So either he has the charged front, like the pull stab, or he can stand on top of the stick, or he can just flips. Like, it's a lot of there's 3 different stances that you can upgrade different abilities for. It's a fun game.
The thing I like about that I'm hearing is that it seems like the game was very well thought out. There aren't any problems. Like, really, it seems like I haven't heard anybody say like there's any issues with the game. So that's good. People seem to be just saying it's hard sometimes.
It is.
But it's fun. But
it's not fun. Just if you're a person that likes to go in there and like hack and slash, it's not that easy, because it's not always that simple. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you just go attack, but you have to think. This game makes you think. It does, and it's not like puzzle think. It's like strategy, like fight think.
Right.
Like, this guy's gonna do this move. This guy's gonna do this. You have 2-3 steps ahead. Like, I know what I'm doing next. Like.
Don't waste, like you were talking about your magic. Don't waste.
You have magic. You have stamina. You have to be very cautious. Like, remember the move I told you could transform into somebody?
Yeah.
You get to use it basically just one time until you build it back up again. So if you're going to use it, make sure it makes sense to use it at that point. So pick out the right one for this specific fight. It's just you just got to be smart about how you play it. That's all. It's stressful, but it's fun. Like one day, I'll just let me know. You can watch me fucking die.
Cool. But yeah, I think I don't have anything else. I felt we talked about everything.
Yeah, that was fun. I think we got through everything. Hopefully, we get some good news. New York Comic Con this week, so we should
be a lot to talk about next week.
We should get a Creature Commandos trailer, and hopefully some other stuff to talk about. Hopefully.
You guys are done with the sports stuff, right? The sports on Wednesdays. Oh no, Agatha's still going on. Never mind. No matter.
Sports is done.
Never mind.
We're done.
Yeah, but Agatha is still on Wednesday, so it don't matter.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it until after Agatha. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, because I still have my. The sports thing is done, so we're back to one podcast a week.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it on.
But it's still Thursdays.
Yeah, until Agatha's done, and then we can move it. Unless you like it Thursday, that's up to you.
Thursday's cool, because Agatha doesn't start till 9:00. So if it started at 8, I was like, maybe we can do it at 9, but Agatha starts at 9. So
yeah, Agatha starts at 9. Again, it's almost done anyway. We got a couple more weeks, 2 more weeks.
That's right.
Halloween.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks DJV. Thanks Mike was in here.
Yeah, Mike popped in for a second. Thanks everybody for whoever watched. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You want to plug anything, Trayvon?
No. Well, actually, me and Didge did a video on the Apple event that we think is going to happen soon. Not really sure if it's going to happen now since they put out an article for the iPad Mini and Apple Pay. Just random like announcements. So we don't know if they're still going to do an October event, but we did have a video about that. I'll put it in the description, and also I'll put it on my Twitter again, Nerd with the Tech. So I'll tweet it out again if you want to watch that video of us talking about that stuff. Other than that, go vote, please.
I got my mail-in ballot. Remember, I was telling you that I finally put in to vote from home. Like,
yes,
I'm gonna do that this week.
Oh yeah, they let us early. Like I dropped mine off like weeks ago. At this point, I need look. I'm already decided.
Go vote. It's important.
Look, blue, please, please. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Blue, like
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, if you got just you know, do that for us. Just go vote. Please. Do what you got to do. You know, just make the right decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But all right. So we're gonna close out. We're gonna say goodbye. We'll talk to y'all next week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I can't wait to go talk next week. So
yes, next week. Bye.
Bye.